The public sector audit process: how to engage with relevant audit reports and what the audit opinions mean. Parliamentary Service Unit Office of the Auditor General Index. Definition: types of audits. The audit process. Reporting audit process. An audit can be defined as an official examination of accounts or as a searching examination. Audit process. Continued. Objective of audit of financial statements is to express an opinion as to whether statements are a fair presentation. Process is underpinned by attesting whether the controls are in place or not, and if in place, whether they are a. being implemented, compliance, or b. effective, i.e., whether they are working or not. Types of audits: comprehensive, regularity, financial auditing, performance auditing, forensic auditing, sustainable development auditing, integrated auditing. Types of audits. Continued. Comprehensive audit comprises both financial auditing and the consideration and testing of compliance with laws and regulations. Output of an comprehensive audit is the expression of an opinion of the financial statements of an entity. Types of audits. Continued. Performance audit focuses on evaluating measures implemented by management to ensure economic procurement of goods and services and efficient and effective application of the same. VFM audits. Forensic audit: an independent process to prevent or detect economic crime in the public sector. Types of audits. Continued. Sustainable development audit uses existing auditing disciplines but focuses on the social and environmental aspects of business processes. Integrated audit: independent process whereby the principles of preceding audit disciplines are coordinated and incorporated into one process. Audit process: pre-engagement activities. Audit planning, execution, reporting. Audit process: pre-engagement activities. Audit planning, execution, reporting. Pre-engagement activities: consider changes in circumstances of previously audited entities, consider circumstances of new engagements, identify risks, determine skills and competency requirements, establish terms of engagement and communicate to management. Audit process: pre-engagement activities. Audit planning, execution, reporting. Audit planning: obtain knowledge of the business, obtain understanding of systems and processes, assess financial risks facing the entity, evaluate work of internal audit, evaluate financial management, formulate audit approach, communicate audit plan to management. Audit process: pre-engagement activities. Audit planning, execution, reporting. Execution of the audit: testing of controls, detailed test of transactions and balances, continual communication, letter to management to highlight key audit findings, final audit steering committee meeting to clarify findings. Audit process: pre-engagement activities. Audit planning, execution, reporting. Audit report as oversight tool. Audit assignment, nature and scope. Paragraph: common in all reports. Qualification paragraph: findings on which qualified opinion is based. Two types of reports: unqualified, modified. Audit report as oversight tool. Continued. Unmodified, clean report, no further audit comment. Audit report as oversight tool. Continued. Modified reports: matters that do not affect the auditor's opinion. Additional reporting requirements to highlight a matter. Audit report as oversight tool. Continued. Modified reports: matters that do affect the auditor's opinion. Limitation of scope: disagreement with management. Effect is so material. Effect is so material. Effect is not so material and pervasive and or fundamental as to require disclaimer of opinion. Effect is not so material and pervasive and or fundamental as to require adverse opinion and pervasive and or fundamental. That auditor concludes that a qualified opinion is inadequate and pervasive and or fundamental. That auditor is unable to express an opinion. Disclaimer of opinion: qualified opinion, adverse opinion. Audit report as oversight tool. Continued. Emphasis of matter paragraph: matters affecting financial statements, going concern, fraud or suspected fraud, matters not affecting financials. Unauthorized expenditure, irregularities and losses, weaknesses in internal control, financial management. DORA audit report as oversight tool. Continued. Qualification and emphasis of matter paragraphs important to both PACs and PCs, to ensure that the accountability and oversight loop is complete. For example, questions on reasons for shortcomings, whether poor controls gave rise to losses, irregularities, steps taken to regularize, financial misconduct, departmental investigations, whether subsequent budgets, and therefore strategic plans, address shortcomings raised, observed before.